Alright, what's going on, chat? How's it going? I hope everyone's doing well. Appreciate everybody tuning in. What's going on? What's going on? Oh man, it's been pretty hot out. I was outside for most of the day, working on some stuff. We got some new games in the work as well, which I'm excited for, to say the least. But I hope everyone's doing well. Appreciate everyone tuning in. What do you call it? We have our new Adventures of Jerry episode out, our solo series, episode number 3. And we got to meet some new characters and all that. But I think it came out pretty good. I'm excited to film the next one. I've been quite busy, though. I got to record a fly time video tonight and edit that, put that out. We still have a George Washington Kit Bash video that I have edited. And even though I'm not very good at miniature videos and stuff like that, I still want to finish it. I just got to do the voiceover. But we're working on the next Turnip 28 battle report. So, but someone pointed out, and I got to stop doing this. Someone mentioned in the one-page rules video, I do so much zooming in on my battle reports. That's something I got to do. I got to cut it out. And maybe just like once every third, they said. And I was like, you know what? You're totally right. So, in this Turnip one too, I was zooming in all the time, filming my army, so I have to refilm my army at the start. But that was like a little revelation, because I was doing that early on and I cut it out. I was doing a lot more. But yeah, that's something I need to work on, is stop zooming in so often in my videos. So anyways, we're editing the Turnip one. That'll be our next battle report. It's going to come out good with Rev's Red Ribbon Society. And excuse me, we also filmed a video, me and Rev sitting in my backyard. I don't know, I set it up, just set up the camera and angle. We just talked about conflict. The audio, I got to see how it came out and everything, whether or not, because it was kind of like a test sort of thing. But we are going to be filming conflict this weekend coming up. We're going to be doing Japanese versus the Soviets as kind of like a little skirmish pre-invasion America. But that being said, I got some new games for us to check out. On Mike Rolls Dice Instagram, I've been following also, all sorts of channels, and a bunch of them are like a lot of Turnip 28 and just funky miniatures and Conflict 47 miniatures as well. But I think there's somebody that I follow, Narcoleptic Wizard. And I kept hearing about Aetherpunk 28. And I'm like, what is this? Is this like a version of Turnip 28? But I did a little research and I actually ended up getting the rules. It's actually for free on Wargame Vault. But I, paid a couple bucks at least. And just to give them a little tip or whatever. And it blew my expectations out of the water. It's such a cool game. And we're going to be doing some solo stuff, I think. We might hassle Rev to play with us at some point, but in terms of like a solo, it has rules for solo and everything, and like flowcharts and everything for battles, so I'm excited about that. Also 1490 Doom. So we're going to be taking a look at this stuff, but 1490 Doom, Rev is printing up 3 miniatures. I got to print my warband. It's just 3 miniatures on either side, and it's played on a 2x2 round board. So imagine a round 2x2 board. People set it up on like a Lazy Susan type thing so you could spin it around. But it's all vertical. It's all about climbing ladders and going up a castle as like smoke rises. So it's very interesting. So we got a lot of cool games that we're going to be filming and featuring on the channel. But what I want to do today is do essentially some sculpting with some green stuff. So real quick, I guess before we dive into it, let's take a look. If you guys haven't, I highly recommend checking this game out, dude. It's so sick. Aetherpunk 28 by Jack Edwards. A post-apocalyptic wizard skirmish game. It's so cool. But essentially, it's like World War I era, and there's wizard schools that fight each other for crystals. Okay? So it's like World War I aesthetics mixed with wizards and like gnomes and goblins and stuff. So it's so cool. And you get like points, like 50 points or whatever. We're not going to go over everything, but this is the aesthetic of the game. So they're kind of like little wizard World War I trench dudes. But there's like frogs with wizard hats and stuff, you know what I mean? All sorts of cool stuff. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a war band, and we got to do some kit bashing because we are making a wizard. And there's colleges. You're essentially playing as a college with your war band. It's a skirmish game. And you can see the maps and stuff. There's like very much so like trench-based sort of warfare, but with like wizards and crystals. But what we need to do is we need to look at the units. You can see it's a very in-depth game, but I figured out the rules in like 30 minutes, which that's always a good sign. But the wizard, look at this guy. This guy's so cool. A wizard wears many hats. But you got like your movement, this is your shooting, your melee, defense, and your willpower. This is how much health you have. And the way it works is, it's kind of like Savage Worlds, how you change your dice up and down. So when you take a hit and you lose a wound, your dice goes to a D10 for your willpower, and that's your health. But willpower also counts as doing like magic and other things. So it's interesting. You can like pick up a saber, and that takes your melee from 1d6 to 2d6 dice. And the whole idea is you're just looking for a 6. So it's very like, it's almost Savage Worlds based, like coded, in terms of how there's D4 through D12, and then you're looking for a success number. And it changed the dice. Like, for instance, if somebody's behind cover, you're going to reduce your range by 1, so you'd be rolling a D4 for your range if you had a pistol. So there's little things like that. And there's upgrades. So we have a wizard. I'll show you. I 3D printed a bunch of stuff, but we got to do some green stuff, make some wizard hats, and do some cool stuff. So we have a wizard, and then there's sloggers, which are essentially just ranged units, and usually have like a rifle. You can upgrade them to like a shotgun, you know, a carbine, or a whiz-banger, whatever that is. And then there's also a scrapper, which is your like melee dude, okay? Now, one thing is there's a familiar too, so I was like, damn, this game's cool. Then there's like tanks, arcane engines, dragoons, which are mounted cavalry. It's very much so like early World War I mixed with wizards. Field guns, right? A vehicle, transport. One thing I wanted to show you, though, you then pick a college, wizard factions, and these are the schools, and they give passive bonuses, okay? But they also have special units, so it'll be like models increase their melee and willpower skill by 1 if you empower them with your crystals you get. What I picked, because there's a bunch of cool ones, because I plan on doing this solo, the Necromancers. Yo, Tiki, what's going on, dude? Let's go. I'm here for Rev's EOJ. Yo, appreciate it, brother. Also, let's get some tunes going, shall we? Give me a sec. Yo, what's going on, Tiki? How you doing, dude? I hope you're doing well, man. What have you been up to? I was summoned by talk of hats. Yes, this game is right up your alley, Sean. Okay? Wizards with guns. This is really cool. What game is this? It's Aetherpunk 28, which... Give me a sec. Aetherpunk 28, which you go over to the Wargaming Vault, which is also, if you have a drive-through RPG account, which I do, this is like the same people, so you just, it's the same company or whatever. They also have another one, I think. There's like 3 sites they have that are all linked together. But I use drive-through RPG all the time. This is more of the tabletop website. So this is a cool game. I was looking at this one too. This is a solo and co-op Nam game where it's like you lead a small band of like U.S. troops into Vietnam and like do missions. I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. But I have so many games. But Aetherpunk 28, and it's actually free, but you can. I at least gave him $2. I was like, this shit is. I didn't realize how deep this was. I was like, let me just check the game out. I might go back and like buy a copy for Rev and pay like $10 or something, because this game is so cool. And the fact that it's free is amazing, which I love. And the community is crazy. If you go on Instagram and you look at the like 28 community, I think it applies to Turnip. I don't know where I think maybe Turnip 28 was the first. I don't know. I need to look into the lore of the 28 number behind miniature games, because there's like a whole community. What they do is there's like Aetherpunk 28, there's Tonks 28, there's like all these different games that have been branched off. I don't know if they all start at Turnip 28 or not, or maybe Turnip also took that. I have no idea what the fuck's going on, but I gotta figure out. Maybe that'd be a cool video. Did we talk about Warlord's announcement? No, I saw Ganon posted something in the Discord. Give me a sec. Was that what that is? What's the Warlord announcement? Is it on Warlord Community? Or where is it? We'll take a look. Yeah, Aetherpunk 28, dude. I highly recommend checking it out. It's so cool. It is on Warlord Community? Okay, hold on. Who are you gonna call? New Ghost Infiltration Platoon. Let's go. Let's go. Is that today, too? Oh, it is. We might be seeing this before Mordian. Woo! I'll still watch Mordian later, probably, or something. It doesn't matter. Everybody's going to watch him anyway. New Platoon lies at the heart of the story of Invasion America, and it's really what... And it is really what it says on the tin. A platoon of ghost warriors infiltrating. These warriors are Japan's advance guards sent through the shinobi space to strike at the heart of the United States Rift Laboratories. And they've got the rules. And a shiny new plastic box to match their Herculean task. Interesting. They challenged GW to fisticuffs in the parking lot? Ah. Whoa! I know we've seen it, but god damn, that's a sick picture. Sheesh. Bro, they're in Arizona. You better watch out. Slim Thunder. Better watch out, bro. It's got the cod piece. Wow, that looks sick. I'm actually super jealous. Rev's gonna have the coolest walker of them all. And a walker with a sword, too. I was like, damn, bro, I want a walker with a sword. You know? That being said, this is so cool. So what kind of gun is that? Is this a Shibor? This isn't a Shiboro cannon, right? These are auto cannons, it looks like. But why is it yellow? Maybe they just painted it. Is it Rift? Is there some sort of Rift thing going on here? Because we don't have a unit stat, I believe, right? We just know a couple things, like it's going to come with a sword, or there's like a two-hand option or something. Look at this. This guy's got a freaking spear, too. I didn't notice that. That guy's got a spear. Is there I haven't seen anything about a spear. But I guess these are just the melee guys. Dude, melee ghosts. I really hope they have some sort of thing where it's a different ability. If it's just the same ghost ability, that is cool. But like if they had some sort of like melee focused ghost thing. I know, I just wanted to look at the photo. The photo's sick. I'm just talking about before I'm telling you my expectations, for instance. A note about the Oniara, the plastic kit which builds all three versions of the new Japanese walker. All three, oh, so the loadouts, perhaps? Right? Because there's not three versions of it, right? It's just like 3 loadouts. We'll go on pre-order in late November, but given how pivotal it is to the Ghost Infiltration Platoon and how heavily it features Invasion America, we decided to release its rules! Sheesh! Along with the new units. We know that Wargamers are a creative bunch. We can't wait to see you guys come up with it between now. Okay, look! Okay, I don't know if you were here last stream, but someone in our community talked about how they posted proxied paragons on the Warlord community, and they removed the post or something. And then I said it's probably something to do with their policy. And Sean mentioned that, you know, he's had his miniatures featured, and he did have some proxy stuff, and they didn't feature it, right? And so we kind of were like, okay, we get it. They're trying to sell their own miniatures, whatever. Obviously, they have their own thing. That person that talked about it decided to go nuclear mode on me, and I had to ban them. But anyways, we were like, all right, you know, it's not like they say you can't proxy and stuff, but maybe they don't want to feature it in their main promoted stuff, right? But that right there, that's kind of addressing what we were talking about. They clearly are welcome for people to kit bash and do stuff, you know what I mean? So that's pretty cool, you know? That actually kind of addresses exactly what we were talking about last stream. Also, Wolf, thank you for the corgi, dude. Appreciate that. Oh, how cute. I don't have a aw sound effect. I wish I did. Alright. That's cool. I like that right there. Now, what? You know, it'd be cool if they showed some stuff on their Instagram that people are building. Anyways, they do a good job with the community. For optional extras, I'm just kissing Warlord Games' ass again. You've got 0 to 3 Ghost Attack squads, 0 to 2 Shadow Warrior squads. You can't just keep name dropping new units without context, Ed. What the hell? What is this? They really are doing a good job. Whoever writes the articles, like, does a good job with writing the articles. Like, it's very well written, and it's kind of like breaking the third wall or whatever. At times, it's good though. I always enjoy reading these. And another pair of Oniyaru to mix, to match. Okay. If you want to add some historic punch, you can also include the legendary Komura Tadaki, Scourge of the Spirit Realm. Banzai! I'm hearing this dude yelling it, like, with reverb, because I have to film it, you know? As part of the Force, and all these options allow you to build out the Ghost Infiltration Platoon into a full army in its own right, or field a small one as part of your wider army. We'll look at some of the new units due in the moment, but first we'll take a quick run what makes this more than just a bunch of Ghost Warriors, which of course you can already field. As with all the specialist platoons, this comes with its own set of special rules, as you might expect. These are all about Imperial Japan's unique mastery of shinobi space. Alright, should I make a video on this, guys? After the stream? It probably wouldn't be that hard to do. I could just, like... I probably don't have to read the whole thing. I could probably just read snippets and just talk about the cool stuff. Maybe I'll do a video on this later. What if I see... Mordian's smart. He just takes his live streams and edits them. But my live stream isn't a high enough quality stream output-wise for me. I wouldn't want to do that. So I think I might just edit one. Alright. The first unique once-per-game ability, allowing a Ghost Infiltration Platoon commander to use his Bon Odori Rift ability before executing an order, allowing any other Ghost Attack Squad activated with a Snap 2 to do the same. Opening up all manner of new tactical angles. Okay, well, we need to see what that does. So it's kind of like with the British platoons, where the ability, like, to snap to kind of... Well, it's a unit affecting another unit nearby ability, is what I'm saying. The other is platoon-wide buff to active rift enhancements, but we'll leave that as a surprise for launch day. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, it's going to be an edited video, right? You know what I mean? That's just my style, right? And plus, I don't like showing my ugly mug half the time. Because, look, my hair's crap. It's kind of slightly receding here and there. You know what I mean? Mordian's... He's just a handsome bloke, you know? What can I say? I always buy the rules. The only buy the models if they are good value or I like the design. Yeah. Okay, so new units. That's the selector. Let's talk about a bit of new units, which there are 4 dropping with this update. We'll leave Tadaki and the Oniyaru for you to discover on Friday. But the Ghost Infiltrate... Oh, it's just another video. Easy. See, that's I see what Mordine's doing. He's just banning them out. But the Ghost Infiltration, Platoon Commander, and Shadow Warrior Squad are fair game. Okay. The Commander is exactly what you expect. A triple odd veteran Ghost Warrior selected to lead deep raids on the utmost importance. And also, when I do the edited version, I can cut out all the moments of me fumbling in my speech like a buffoon, like I'm doing right now. And as such, he comes with full Ghost Warrior stat line, including Bon Adori. Bon Adori! Something like that. Able to be accompanied by up to 2 extra Ghost Warriors. Okay, so he... The commander, okay, so just as usual, a Ghost Warrior commander. He's getting like 2 bodyguards. Equipped with the choice of a Type 10 Shabur rifle, SMGs, and combat blades, but he not only unlocks a new platoon, he can also serve as a slightly miniaturized Ghost attack squad in his own right. Okay, yep, that makes sense. Adding even more ultra-maneuverable firepower to your list, kind of like a Firefly platoon commander. His kit is the same as a regular Ghost, so you can build him straight out of the new plastics or the existing Warlord resin kit, but we also encourage you to go mad with kit bashing and conversion. There's also another thing to say. I was going to say, just give us a Ghost Warrior platoon commander. I got an email from FedEx about a package from Warlord. All right, you just need to leave work right now, okay? Just get out of there and just quit. In fact, you should probably just quit right now and just go get the box, all right? Let's get going. Come on, chop, chop. But that's awesome. I'm pretty certain we got our Invasion America stuff then, which makes sense. I bet you because they kind of knew everybody's going to be getting their stuff, right? Yo, Sir Darwinning, what's going on? Is this Infinity? No, this is Conflict 47, which if you haven't checked out Conflict 47, it is amazing. Imagine World War II, but mixed with like the Weird War aesthetic. So it's very much so. There's werewolves, there's all sorts of Tesla cannons and Rift energy. But we have our YouTube channel, Mike Rolls Dice. I'm saying this because you're watching on Twitch. And you're watching Li Flies Mike. We got a ton of Conflict 47 battle reports. And they're coming out with a new supplement where, because in World War II, it never ended. We dropped a bomb on Germany, which caused the nuke, which caused a rift to open. Crazy stuff happens, including the Axis now using zombies and stuff. But Japan is invading America, and this is the new expansion. So that's what we're super excited about, is Invasion America. I just need an outlandish... Yeah, see, well, if I got a fez or a wizard head, it would cover up my hair. I just need to shave my head like I usually do. I've just been lazy. Okay, so I'm expecting a Ghost platoon commander at some point. You know what I mean? But obviously you could just kit bash. Didn't say it was delivered? Okay, I'm just saying. Maybe don't quit your job yet. Just let your boss know. Give him like a 2-day notice. The Green Vault. Yes, the Green Vault. Which, by the way, Dr. Totencrotch, we didn't get his name yet because they just call him that. But if you haven't watched the 3rd episode of our solo Conflict 47 roleplay series, we're going to learn... I got to read up on this... Festoon Europa book behind me because we're going deep into the Green Vault lair, or you know what I mean, in the next episode. Wait till you guys see what I have. It's going to be sick. I built an entire structure for essentially. We're definitely going to use it in battle reports, but it's pretty fucking cool. I'm excited for it. All right, let's keep going. Hey Darwin, what's going on? Yeah, I've been streaming on Li Flies Mike for about 8 or 9 years now, and mostly a lot of fishing and fly tying related stuff. What do you call it? I know I think I can technically have both chats on the screen, YouTube and Twitch, at the moment, but I just don't like having the chat on the screen. But people say that at times. They're like, "Why are you talking about?" I don't know who you're talking to. All right. Anyway, these guys look sick. Let's just... It's all new media, all new photos. I want to take a look at it, you know what I mean? Well, just something to note. We need cactus terrain, Rev, because they're coming in through Mexico, by the way, which we found out from Mordian. So we have desert stuff, and I have like rocks, but we don't really have like actual like American desert stuff. So cactuses. We need cactuses. Okay. And you're a fellow Long Islander? Yes, I am also from Long Island. Tiki the Hut was from Long Island, but he left us for what's the term for people that go to Florida? Snow rabbits or some shit or something. You've got little cacti? Okay, cool. Yeah, we need cactuses. I have rocks. We can definitely do like arid warfare for sure then. I should make some more though and paint them in this color. Mine are like very brownish. These are more like light. I should probably work on that because I have a bunch of 3D XPS foam left over in chunks and stuff, you know? So I should actually work on that. This gave me good inspiration. I need more desert terrain. Alright, Ghost Attack Squads and the new commander are all about hitting hard at range and moving before the enemy can get to grips with them. While they can also pack a decent punch at close quarters, this isn't their primary mission. When you absolutely positively need an enemy unit stabbed, sliced, and otherwise rendered mercilessly incapable of further resistance, you'll soon be able to call the Shadow Warrior Squads and use the new plastics to build them. Very cool. So this is a Shadow Warrior Squad, I'm guessing, right? Oh, no. This is a mixed Ghost platoon. I guess we don't know. Because I've seen, this one photo, they're all holding close combat weapons, these guys. But it is a different name. That's interesting. They're calling them a Shadow Warrior Squad. So they should have a different ability than altogether, I'm assuming. But we'll see. If it was just a Ghost Warrior melee squad they called it, I would be like, ah, dude, you're totally getting the same unit ability, right? They should have called them Yokai Warriors instead of Ghost Warriors. I've heard somebody say that term. I don't know what it essentially stands for. I'm assuming some sort of warrior thing. Alright, these deadly fighters are close combat elites of the Ghost Battalions, armed with a bewildering variety of traditional melee weapons and practicing a brutal new martial art made even deadlier by Rift Tech. Oh, interesting. That's pretty cool lore. Made out of the same new plastics as the Ghost Attack Squad, Shadow Warriors boast a very similar base stat line to their brethren, but eschew ranged weaponry in favor of Deadly 3. Ooh. Okay, so even if they have +1 just pen, Deadly 3 +1 pen is pretty good. I'd really like if they had +2 pen potential, but we'll see. And a truly lethal active rift enhancement, Cage no Kogeki Shadow Attack. Okay, that does sound like some sort of teleport melee shenanigans or something, which is getting me very excited. At its core, this is essentially a version of Bon Odori that lets the Shadow Warriors ghost walk directly into melee, charging an enemy unit. It lets them ghost walk. Oh my god. Yes! We talked about this! This is literally what I was going to do for the Whirling Dervishes. Allow them to teleport into melee combat. We talked about this. If they just had a melee version to teleport into melee combat, how sick they would be. Oh my god, they did it. Shadow Attack. Ghost walk directly into melee, charging an enemy unit within their line of sight, regardless of range. Oh! Of course, this does come with the risk of instant destruction if they fail a morale test, but yeah, so just use your luck. You gotta have luck. They have Fanatics, which, I don't know, how does Fanatic apply, because it is a morale check. The main thing is you don't want to roll an 11, right? Isn't that the main thing? As long as you just don't roll an 11 up? And keep your platoon commanders near the ghosts before they teleport? Or do they not get a morale bonus from a platoon commander? What's the deal with platoon commanders and morale bonuses? Yeah, why would you take a regular Ghost Warrior with just a bullshit Shiburo cannon? Screw that. Alright, well now I feel like I should make a Japanese army, because this is like Blood Angels on crack sort of stuff. You just have a platoon commander buy luck for all the platoon commanders, and then use your Ghost Warriors. So do you get the morale bonus for your... Do you get the +2 bonus from a platoon commander being nearby the Ghost Squad when they take this? And then they would only fail on a 12, right? Or does that only affect orders? Because I don't remember what the deal is with platoon commanders and morale, or if that's not a thing at all. Oh my god, this is sick, dude. I kind of want to... Now, I just bought these damn British. I should have bought Japanese. I'm going to have these stupid bots. I don't want the bots. I don't want these damn bots. I want Japanese Ghost Warriors. I want to paint them red like Blood Angels. Like, red and white would be sick for a Japanese army. Like, bright, colorful, you know what I mean? Alright, well. Look, we still got time, guys, alright? Head over to Tabletop Strategist, okay? In Orlando, Florida. Oviedo. Tabletop Strategist. Free shipping, $75 plus on Bolt Action and Conflict. We need you guys, alright? If you're grabbing some Japanese or something, pick them up, pre-order them. That way they can sponsor us again, so I can pick up a box of Japanese guys, okay? Hook a brother up. Test monkeys keep raiding Dr. Totencore's Bannervichen plantations. Man, I want to know more about the Squig Herder Sean lore. You're telling me you got wizard hats, you got fezzes, you're talking about Bannervanten plantations and Germans in Tibet. I bet you Tiki the Hut's got some lore. I think Squig Herder Sean's lore might go deeper. I'm starting to think. It sounds like a cult. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Beware the deadly flashing blades. Imperial Japan is about to get a serious upgrade in close combat. If your opponents weren't afraid of no ghosts before, they soon will be. I kind of wasn't really that afraid of the ghosts, I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of wasn't afraid of the ghosts, I'm going to be honest with you. I think I killed them in Invasion America with a freaking, oh yeah, with like 12 fireflies. Dropping down like freaking Terminators, you know? Deep striking behind them. Your quota of movie references is used up for the year, okay. If you want to feel the Ghost Infiltration Platoon your own, the new classic set is the perfect starting place. Alright, I'm making a video on this after the stream. How do you think? Back to work? Alright, Rev, thanks for hanging out, brother. Yeah, in the FBI's most wanted files, that's what I'm starting to think. Alright. Well, I'm going to make a video on this. I think I'm just going to try and... I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to talk about it, maybe some little bits here and there. What I'm excited about. And also just showing off some of the images. There's a bunch of sick new images in here that I can, like, have it where it slowly zooms in and pans while I'm talking and stuff. So that'll be nice. And, yeah. Nothing crazy, but I, like, kind of worked on something before and it didn't work. I was like, alright. Because I've been thinking about doing videos like that, but like shorter edited versions. Because you have the full scale Mordian version, which is you get all the super depth and the info and everything. I might do a little bit more of like a shorter in-depth thing where it's me going over it. But we'll see. I'm already freaking slammed with everything I'm doing. But all right, who was it? Wolf? Wolf, thank you for pointing this out. This is great, dude. Hell yeah. I'm pumped. I was talking about wizards and hats, but now you kind of switched me the other way. You got some stuff from him? Yo, thank you so much, Sean. Sean, I will say, you're probably one of the main supporters of, you're one of the main sources of support here on the channel. So, you tell me anything you want, brother. You got it. All right. Dr. Totencrotch. We got to start, like, I think we might actually name, like, a miniature in the army after you. You might need to pick, like, a miniature in my army or something. I guess it would be the Axis. But, maybe we'll make, like, Dr. Totencrotch official and give him a little base and everything like that or something. I've seen, like, who is it? Tabletop Command Post or my Ministry of Miniatures or whatever do stuff like that. You're single-handedly supporting the Dr. Totencrotch factory, so. Alright, this was sick, by the way. That just amped up my blood pressure, too. I got so excited about that. The fact that they can teleport into combat. In fact, let's Let's change up the music, dude. Let's get some Streets of Rage. Something exciting. Sheesh. Well, now I want to look at these guys now. Damn it. I should have ordered this box, man. I do like the bots. I am happy with the bots. I'm not going to lie. Because we needed plastic bots for the channel. Rev's all 3D printed. So it was worth it. But if, I swear to God, I was not really that excited to play Japanese, like, personally. Like, because I was thinking, do I want the Brits? I was thinking, do I want the Brits? Do I want the Japanese, or do I want the Soviets? I already have the Axis and I already have the US. And Rev has every single army. Some 3D printed, some all legit or whatever. But I did think about the Japanese, because they're probably the coolest army in my opinion. I think, honestly, the aesthetics of the Japanese were always my favorite, but Rev picked them, and I was like, okay, well, I'll go Americans and Axis, and he ended up picking the other three, or other two. But, like, I'm a melee player, and I don't really do any melee other than some Shrekwolfen and stuff in Conflict and Zombies. And there's not really, it's like, it's a melee, there is melee, there's a ton of melee, but it's not like Blood Angels level of melee. You could probably make an entire Japanese list, like just focused on like cheap infantry with rifles and anti-tank grenades or something with their fanatics, and then you could have a ton of Japanese Ghost Warrior shadow squads or whatever, and then just be teleporting all over the map into melee combat. And then you can use the anti-tank dudes with the sticks, you can use the bozo guys. I mean, that sounds like you're playing like a borderline like Blood Angel style army with like mobility, melee, things like that. So that really intrigues me, I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty freaking sick. I might need to do a Japanese army, but that's not in the budget for a while, so. But that'll be, I think that's gonna be the next one. Because I pretty much have an entire British army now, especially that I got 2 Cerebus squads. So we'll probably just start saving up for the Japanese. In due time, too, in due time. There's no rush, no rush. I already have to do I have to do the British. I have to do the Turks. Rev has the Japanese. He's a Japanese player, so I can always use his. But at some point, I will get a Japanese Ghost Squad, and I'm going to paint him like some badass color that's completely different than what Rev does. Maybe some sort of red and white, you know what I mean? Something cool. I do everything camo. I gotta stop doing camo on all my armies. I just like when people pretend to like me. Tiki, quit pretending. Now, once you sent me a photo of you wearing a fez, you know, you kind of sealed the deal. I was like, this guy's right up my alley. He's all sorts of weird. You know what I mean? You fit right in at the club, the LI Flies Mike Rolls Dice Club. Okay. Oh, I need to chill, dude. I got so excited for that. I'm not gonna lie. That was so cool. They killed it. So let's see, we still got what? Just a Soviet? We just need some sort of special Soviet platoon. And then everybody's got a Firefly platoon, Totenrot platoon, Automated platoon, Ghost Warrior platoon, and then who the hell knows what they're going to do for the Soviets. So Soviets will probably be next, right? Next expansion. I'm assuming. Okay. Yeah, what we got to do is we got to make wizard hats. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you what I printed out. I think these are Victus, or no, they're Soul Studios Trench Crusade type models. They're not legally Trench Crusade models, but they're clearly inspired by it. But I gotta say that so they probably don't get sued or whatever. I think I might start doing some more Trench Crusade, by the way, because I do kind of miss it. I have some cool factions. I might do it solo, or we'll see, maybe with Rev. Because he did say he did like it, but it's more so we were doing a bunch of stuff, and as long as I can learn these games and know the rules, he'll play them. So, but I might do some solo games as well. It's kind of what I plan on doing with Aetherpunk 28. But obviously, very much so, sort of like trenchy World War I warfare. This guy, though, check this fucking dude out. Sheesh. I'm a wizard, bitch. You can't defeat me. That is that wizard rap song from Workaholics. I was trying to use it in the post for Instagram, but they didn't have it. I'm like, that's bullshit. How do they not have that Workaholics wizard rap song? It's so good. This guy's got a pipe. He's smoking on some wizard hash, and he's got a freaking, I don't even know what sort of crazy ass gun he's holding. But this isn't as much as I want to make this my guy. Maybe we'll have two armies. I kind of picked, because that guy's so freaking cool, dude. I am trying to go with, yeah, Gandalf with a Gat. I do want to go with the Necromancer army, so I found this guy. He looks cool. Look, he's got mushrooms on his back. He's got his Reaper. He's got a Plague Mass. I kind of want to make a wizard hat for this guy and have this be my wizard leading the Necromancers. I do need to make, because you can cast a spell to create a zombie. And now you have a new unit. That seems really good for solo play. I'm not gonna lie. Let me just clean some of these. Clean some of these extra supports off. Straight out of the Shire? Hell yeah. So you finally put up a curtain around a shower, is what you lost interest. Yeah, so we got the new Turnip 28 game, battle report. We're going to be filming Soviets versus Japanese. We'll probably do some sort of custom scenario. In fact, I may ask the community what you guys want to see. But what I'm thinking is it's like some sort of pre-invasion. Like, they're clearly the Japanese and the Soviets are fighting each other. But maybe, you know, I don't know. This is all like leading up. It's all like happening. Maybe the Japanese wanted to try and like do something in Alaska, but the Soviets are going there at the same time and stop them. You know, they're like, no, this is our campaign, bruh. I don't know. We'll figure out something interesting, but I need to figure that out. I want it to be kind of part of like pre-invasion. But I'm gonna try and get that turnip one done before the weekend. We'll see. Or probably for the weekend, or I don't know, maybe early next week. This guy's pretty cool. Oh, I just realized he's doing the freaking... He's doing this. That's sick. That's so cool. Yeah, actually, I'm 35. I already feel old now, I'll tell you what. What are you kidding me? What do you... Have you never sat on your own balls in your 30s? I did it just last week. You like hop down on the chair too quick. Getcha. Anything ball related is the worst. It like rocks you to the core. Like into your like nervous system and your stomach. You're like, oh God. Yeah, that guy is sick. I found this on my minifig. These were all free, by the way. This one I bought. Check this out. So this is my idea, chat. New Paragon Platoon Commander. We're probably going to get one at some point. So who do we need? Arnold Schwarzenegger from Predator, obviously. Or Commando, I think. I think is this Commando or Predator? I think it's Commando, actually. But I think it was from a Predator. No, it is from Predator, because he had a Predator mini. I bought like a big bundle from Papa Kill's Miniature, I think his name is, a while back. And it had Arnold in it. So this guy is going to be sick for a Paragon. Yo, Sean, appreciate it, dude. The 5 gifted going out. Round of applause going to Vigo. 7 years Gulag. Squish. Chuck. Keeper of the Imperial Salt. Appreciate that, dude. Yeah, hide your mates. So what I want to do is, I'm thinking, you know how they have a new, I'll probably get the new Paragon mini, but I kind of want this dude to be, in the meanwhile, a proxy for the new Paragon hero. Because, I mean, who's cooler to be a Paragon hero than Arnold Schwartz? You know? The Schwartz. May the Schwartz be with you, Arnold. I think this guy's perfect. So I scaled him around. He's like just a little bit bigger than the Paragons that I have printed. So he's a little bit taller too. He's chunkier, obviously. So I think what I might do is put a sword on his back. If I just put a sword on his back, I know it's not a katana, but I think then we'll pretty much have like a Paragon hero proxy with Arnold Schwarzenegger. So how cool is that? I thought that was sick. And then I needed, I don't know, there's like an elf with ears. I kind of want to cut this chick's ears off, but maybe we'll just make a wizard hat. Doesn't really matter. But I did want like a melee character. She doesn't really fit the aesthetics though, necessarily. So maybe I'll use her as like some sort of mean wizard that we gotta kill. This is a pretty cool Yeoman Trench Crusade miniature or whatever. Or compatible, whatever. But we're gonna make some cool wizard accessories for them. This guy looks pretty cool too. He already kind of has like a wizard hat going on, so I don't know. I want to do some green stuff. So let's do some green stuff. Also, you can see this is what I've been doing. I got to get these done today and then go drop them off. Oh, some flies for a local shop. All right. Let's do some green stuffing. But thank you, Sean, again. Appreciate that, my friend. I gotta get water to wet my fingers. Alright. We gotta make wizard hats. That's what I'm thinking. And also, we could probably, I don't know, if we can add little cool things to the miniatures in some way, which I'm sure we can, little ropes or chains or, you know, I don't know. The World War I semi-trench crusade type aesthetic of Aetherpunk mixed with wizards. It's just like, you know, that sort of vibe to it. Dude, I'm excited for the Japanese, man. Tiki the Hut, Japanese players are eating good today. Man, I gotta get these flies done, but now I gotta do this Japanese video. I gotta do it. I made it. But that means I'm gonna have to do it this afternoon. I gotta find a way though. I don't want it to be like a whole. I don't want those sort of videos to be a huge, big ordeal. They need to be edited down and concise and still look good and easy to watch. But I don't want it to be like I'm editing the video for like an entire day or something. I want it to be like a couple-hour edit, you know, or something at most. So I can not bog down my schedule and maybe do them more regularly if. I want to do like a Turnip 28 video. That'll be a more in-depth video, but I want to do like a how to build or make a list and talk about the game. Kind of want to do a little video essay on Turnip 28 on how it's probably like it's one of the easiest games to learn, but one of the most complex miniature games to master. It's kind of what we figured out last game. We were like, dude, this game is crazy. We could do a podcast? Oh, that'd be sick, dude. That would be awesome. I'd totally be down. We just do it over Discord. Yeah, me and Rev actually recorded a little podcast type episode where we sat in the backyard and we talked about our experiences with conflict, what we think, you know, what we're looking forward to in the future, maybe some things we don't like or whatever. But I don't know, I recorded with like one angle and a microphone clip. I also realized I was wearing shorts that day and I feel like you can see way too much of my legs. I have to show you guys the video. It's not downloaded, but I was like immediately like, oh my god, dude, you can see like almost all of my thighs. Like, what am I should have wore pants. What the hell was I doing? So I need to like zoom in. So I don't know. We'll see what this video is gonna be like, but I'm totally down. We sat down and recorded like a little podcast episode, me and Rev. So it came out pretty good too. But I'm totally down. It just all dependent. I got the easy time schedule. It's all up to you. All right, how the hell do I make a wizard hat without? I guess it's just gonna be a solid piece of green stuff. I was trying to be like, can I be clever and have it be hollow? But there's no way that's gonna happen. That brings in the views? True, I didn't think about that. My luscious thighs, of course. I also don't necessarily want it to be, like, too large. Just kind of, it's almost like a dunce, like a wizard dunce hat. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a good way of describing what they almost kind of look like. Yeah, that actually kind of works. Step 1, get a bag of bugles. Step 2, get it done. Okay. Interesting. So you sacrifice a single bugle and use it as a template. And then you wrap the green stuff around it? Oh my god, you're a genius. It's too bad I haven't had bugles since 1998. Like, I can't remember the last time I've actually had bugles. Yeah, the only thing is we have to wear shorts. I know you don't like showing your face, but it's going to have to be a thigh camera from you, Tiki, okay? It's all about thighs, our podcast. It's filmed from the perspective of the male thighs. But I'm not even joking. I'm totally down to do one. Because that would be easy. I sit down, I make a drink, I smoke a fatty beforehand, and we just bullshit. So you let me know. I'm down whenever. Just preferably not like 12 o'clock at night. But if we have to, then, you know. Oh my god, I almost put a wizard hat on Arnold. I probably should. I have Arnold Schwartz as my wizard Paragon platoon commander. Like, wait, are you playing Conflict? What are you talking about? You can do the shots crotch cam? Okay, good. Yeah. Hey, look, we need the views, like you said, you know? That's what brings it in. That's what brings the boys to the yard. Let's see if I can do a little brim. Can I do like a brim hat? Yeah, and then we could get guests on from from the community, because like they would probably say no to me. You know what I mean? Like, yo, what's going on? You know, but they can't say no to Tiki the Hut. You know what I mean? You just can't say no to Tiki the Hut. It's actually against the rules. 3 samurais in shorts. Rev could be part of it, but Rev would have to be here. I have one microphone, but I'm sure it actually probably worked for both of us, honestly, the way my mic is. But he doesn't like, I guess we could get him on Discord, but he doesn't have a mic. That works good. I had to give him a mic. We did a D&D, or we did a Wrath and Glory campaign on Discord. And he's like, I hate doing that on Discord. So it'd probably be, if we ever did something like that, he would just come here in person, you know what I mean? It's probably easier to do a brim by like kind of just rolling a little wizard brim. And then maybe just like laying something on it. Bonus for cutting up the stream into YouTube shorts? True. The question is, though, do we do it on one of our channels? Do we, you know, that's probably what the option, but... Or start a whole new YouTube channel, but that's a little ambitious. Maybe we alternate my channel, your channel, we post them on. We start a little Ponzi scheme of podcast views to boost our algorithms. It's called the Stream Team Scheme. Crotch cams are always a valid choice. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, whatever you want to do. You let me know. I'm 100% down to do. So you let me know. I'll go get a bottle of vodka. Okay, and then we'll be good to go. First guest, Squigherder Sean. Show us your Fez collection. Featured Warlord Painter. They're like, we're never featuring that guy again. Did you see that podcast episode? Haha, there's my wizard hat. Okay, I feel like I'm doing something here. Okay, I'm making a wizard hat. It's confirmed. Confirmed wizard hat. Ah, you dastardly bastard. Gotta keep the fingers wet, but not too wet. He was cursed. It's like that one movie where that girl gets cursed by that gypsy lady. Yep. I forgot the name of it. Insidious or something. That's exactly the situation Tiki's in. And if not, he gets turned into a wooden doll. If he doesn't, if he goes live before midnight. And she adds him to her rusting, like Russian nesting doll collection. Some old babushka lady. He like stepped on her, he knocked over her groceries on the, what's the name of the freaking LIR? I was like, what's the name of the railroad for Long Island? Oh, yeah, that's what it shows you how I haven't been on a train in quite a while. All of my Tiki lore is based off of him fish fighting people on the train. Sharks, megalodon teeth. And that's it. The rest are all slanderous lies about AI. I mean, that's a pretty cool... That's my assumption of you. You're like kind of like a badass. That's all I really know about you. Is that you go take megalodon teeth live out of a shark's mouth. I'm assuming that's the only way you could actually do it, right? How else would you find them? There's so much sand. And then fighting people on trains. Old gypsy women. And then you got cursed. Yep, that's how it happens. That's probably why you left Long Island, to be honest with you. Not enough megalodons. Haha, wizard hat! Take that! You fool. Everyone's getting a wizard hat. I know not everyone's supposed to be a wizard. But everyone's getting a wizard hat. Because who cares? I said so. They're never featuring me again, I'm already sure of that. Well, they'd be a fool not to. Alright? Those British bots, for instance, should be posted on Instagram immediately. At once. Nah, it's all good. Look, I do this for the love of conflict. If Warlord knows me, shares my stuff, whatever, that'd be cool, but honestly... Oh, this is kind of cool. Wrap this around here like that. Oh, this is like a snake. Ah, I should make this a snake. She's part of the snake college. Because all of the colleges in Aetherpunk have animal familiars. She's got a snake on her head. That's 100% what that is. That's sick. She's part of the snake college. There has to be a snake college. They're all like, you know, badgers and spiders and shit. The fresh crowned king of cheetah print. Alright, that guy's already got a cool hat. Let's make one for this guy. I should make them like different sizes and different things. Oh, I gotta think too which guys I'm gonna make mine, and I should give them familiars. because that's an option. You can buy like a familiar and then it gives them like a bonus. Oh, he's got like a double wizard hat. Double wizard cap, almost. It's a little too big. I do like... Let's make this guy a really short wizard hat. He's got the chode wizard hat. Alright, back to work. Alright, dude, thank you. Appreciate it for handing out, Tiki. Alright. I gotta find a little energy and motivation here. I gotta make this video after the stream. And then I gotta get these flies done. I should probably get the flies done first, but with stuff like this, you know, if I can get a video out a little earlier, it's probably not bad. So I'm gonna try and just work on it after the stream, I guess. Oh, I should actually pick. I should probably give them all snake hats or something. They're part of like the snake college. No relation to Harry Potter stuff. Yeah, so I need to put 5 Mark 1s together, and then all of the bots will be put together, and all of the British armored guys. I do have, I think it's still in England, so it's going to be a little bit, but all those sprues with that we ordered, including 2 Cerebus squads. So I just needed to get it up to $80 so we didn't have shipping costs, because me and Rev bought fucking like 30 sprues for $1.75 or whatever from Warlord, the ones that they were getting rid of. The civilians. Which, by the way, I saw the Judge Dredd miniature game minis. Okay, I was expecting like a normal Judge Dredd game, but it's called Judge Dredd Fatties, and it's all morbidly obese people on like little unicycles with guns. That was the game that Warlord had. Does anyone know about this game? What about a good old-fashioned wizard hood? What, you mean like a cape and everything? I should make like a... Because a hood is like a cape with a thing that goes over your head, right? You're talking about that sort of hood? Are you talking about like, yo, 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 bang, bang, 48-second Wizard Street, cuz? Also, what the hell was I just talking about before this? Oh, the Judge Dredd Fatties game. Dude, we gotta take a look at this. It's freaking wild. No wonder why Warlord's like, yo, we gotta get rid of this, bro. What the hell what is this game? But I saw somebody was painting miniatures for it. I'm like, what is this game? And then I looked and saw it had Warlord on the box. I'm like, oh, shit! Dude, we gotta take a look. It's hilarious. Warlord already hates me, so we might as well fucking shine light on the Judge Dredd Fatties game, dude. We gotta take a look. I think that's the actual name of it too, by the way. There were other models too for Judge Dredd. Okay, I just see this one guy. There's like a game called Judge Dredd Fatties or something. Fatties at War. Oh, they still have a box for it, dude. I should pick this up. It's 32 bucks. Yeah, fuck you. Look, he's got a little feed box. They all have like feed boxes. Like, what the hell is this, dude? This is hilarious. What the fuck kind of game, Judge Dredd game is this? I don't remember this from the movie Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd Rebellion. Dude, I should get the Judge Dredd PDF, bro. Do they have any other Judge Dredd? Or are they hiding it all? It's all just... It's actually some pretty cool terrain. Oh, actually some pretty cool terrain, reasonably priced. Huh. Like, some of their terrain's a little bit pricey for my opinion, in my opinion. This is not that bad, but it's MDF, I guess. No, they don't have any minis, huh? Just the fatties. Even the fatties don't show up. They're unit, team, and Judge Dredd. Well, they don't have, like, any other Judge Dredd stuff available other than the fatties, apparently. I don't know why. This is just... I love them. Big Meg card. Unempty candy. Like, what? Figures and cards for the Judge Dredd miniature game. The League of Fatties. What the fuck? 2000 AD Rebellion Warlord games. They got some wild stuff for sure. Use the tags in the right to find more. Oh, I see. Ah, so it is like they've like hidden. They're like, dude, we gotta hide. Just if somebody wants it, they can find it if they really want to, but otherwise we ain't putting it on the front page. A lot of tokens, custom dice. I'll do it for bolt action conflict. Let's see what the miniatures look like. Is there a Judge Dredd miniature though? Whoa, these guys are pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. They're riding in like fucking space surfboards. Fatties are from the comic. Okay, okay. These guys are pretty freaking cool. Look at the ears on that guy. You what? You bloody what? Get wise, get ugly. McFatties. Tired of being good looking? Get wise, get ugly. Get ugly. I can't see what that says. No fat something or... Ah, these guys are just on unicycles riding around, bro. So this is what the game looked like. Oh, there's Dredd right there, or some Dreads. I want to see the Dreads, dude. If they had a Dredd miniature from Warlord, I'd buy that just to have it. Warlord dropped 2080 license. Sold okay, but it ran its course. Gotcha. So they're probably... Oh, here we go. Here's a Dredd. It's on sale. I might pick one of these up in the future just so you can have some cool, like, biker or gang dudes, you know? You could probably find a cool STL, though, Judge Dredd, I'm not gonna lie. These are pretty cool miniatures, though. Very cyberpunk, you know? Obviously. Huh. That's cool. It's interesting. Judge Dredd, dude. The original Judge Dredd movie. Oh, with Sylvester. So good. So good. When he blows up the guy's, like, Ferrari car. He, like, takes out a grenade launcher. I love Judge Dredd. It's such a cool aesthetic. Dystopian future. Except I'm starting to think it's going to be less like Judge Dredd in the future and more like Idiocracy. You know what I mean? Less Judge Dredd, more Mike Judd. You know? Okay, let's make a wizard's hat. Harrier wizard. yeah, we have those sprues. We have 2 squads of Cerebus. That'll be a whole, like, British army right there, so. Should be good. And then in the future, I'll think about a Japanese army for sure. In the meanwhile, I could play with Revs. But I'm thinking like a sick red Japanese army. That'd be nice. Japanese on Japanese battle report. Sheesh, now we're talking. Okay, this guy's a little bit trickier to do the wizard hat trick here, but let's see. Trying to make these little hats. You get a hat. You get a hat. What I really need is use this, for instance. Probably gonna have to do another excuse me, layer of green stuff around it for the rim. Thought I could do it in one go, which honestly I could probably do it. It's a little tricky though. A little tricky. That makes me want to play SSX Tricky. Oof. I have a bunch of Clegg miniatures somewhere for Judge Dredd. Ah. I mean, it's a really cool aesthetic for a miniature game. Dude, there's so many games, bro. Like, we're gonna be, I mean, this is why I'm trying to focus on some solo games, because we only have so much time to play, to film a game with Rev. In the wintertime, we're gonna have to go hard, but I also am, like, doing a ton of fly time videos then, and tying flies to pay my bills with the roosterfish flies. But, dude, there's so many games, so I'm like, I gotta play some games solo, which luckily a lot of these games are so you can play solo. Like, Great Helm is one we want to play with. That's played on a sheet of paper, essentially. I just made a custom battlefield out of foam for us, the size of a piece of paper, and 6 knights. But Aetherpunk, Contraband. We're doing our solo stuff. There's so much stuff I'm doing. I'm certainly busy, at least. There's a ton of content, but so I think my familiar for the Necromancer guys are spiders. So I think I could probably make like a little spider if I could do that, which is going to be tricky. But if I could, and put a little spider on his hat or shoulder, that would be kind of cool. You know what I mean? Something like that. Okay, that's not half bad for a little wizard hat sort of thing. I don't know if I can make a spider from scratch, though. That's going to be a little tricky. Maybe if I had little pieces of wire and I just used this as like a body. You know what I mean? And then it's like a little spider. Maybe I can make a spider on his arm or something. He does do he is doing the rock and roll thing, which is so sick. The devil horns. So maybe I want the spider on his hat or something. I'm trying to think like what I could use. I don't even really have wire. Oh, actually, I do have really thin wire right here, I think. Let me see. Turns out fly time materials actually work really good for miniature stuff at times, like this stainless steel wire I have that's really thin. That'll actually be the perfect thing to make little spider legs. I got this thin stainless steel wire right here, so if I just take this... Where's my little spider ball? Okay. What if I just do this? Just gonna cut little legs. Maybe put bends before I stick them in the body or something. I gotta wet my fingers. The curse of the green stuff. Okay, yeah, it's like kind of little spider legs. You guys can barely even see it because it's so small. There you go. Really, 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 really thin wire. What you do is you take this wire, you essentially fold it in half, and you stick material like rabbit fur, whatever, in between the wire, and then you spin it with a drill, and you make a brush. And then you can wrap that brush on the hook, and you essentially have a lure or a fly. It's called a dubbing brush. I was gonna print like a spider, I was thinking, but honestly, this is kind of cool. I want to make my own. I want to get better and get more into like sculpting and making my own miniatures and things, you know what I mean? That's something I would like to get better at. I'm just gonna jam a bunch of legs in here and I'll kind of tweak them after, I think. Probably would have been better to cut all the legs and just stick them in a round little body, but whatever. I'm being stubborn as usual. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need one more leg. We gotta be accurate. We need 8 legs for our little spider. Kind of looks more like a freaking tick. It's been squished on the ground. Honestly, I might make a new ball. This will be my little leg holder. Okay, yeah. Cut the legs first, then stick them in. Let's make a little spider. I kind of want to make eyes and stuff for it, though. So it's like, I want to make it small enough to where it can, like, sit on this dude. Maybe his arm, but not too small. But, like, we still want to see it, you know? So let's see. Oh, you know what? This actually might be a pretty valid thing too. I didn't even think about folding the legs in half and just kind of sticking them in there. Oh, that actually seems pretty good. And then just covering it up. That works pretty good, actually. Less fiddling I need to do as well. It's still really a tiny little piece of wire. I'm getting too old for this. Okay. Kind of have a spider at the moment. Need 2 more sets of legs. And then I gotta try and make eyes. So I gotta get it secured to the miniature in some way, and then I can work with it. Something I'm always like fiddling with green stuff, and then things are moving. So I think the right way of doing it is like making things separately, letting them dry, or at least letting the green stuff dry for a certain amount, then fiddling with it. But we're messing around on stream, so this is more like arts and crafts time and like kindergarten, you know, where they let the kids just do stuff. That's kind of what's going on here. That's how I miniature hobby. I'm like a kindergartner. I just realized too, I'm an idiot, dude. Spiders have multiple abdomens, so we gotta make a head. That actually kind of works out, I guess. I'm over here thinking like a spider's like one giant body, like a dumbass. But they have like, what's it called? I forgot the exact term for the anatomy of a spider with their body sections. There's a name for it though. I used to know all this stuff because I really like biology. I still really like biology, but don't think I'm gonna become an entomologist one day. Okay. We've got our janky ass fucking spider here. Pardon my French. But you know what? It's my janky spider. So that's fine. Let's get him on there, shall we? Let's put him on the shoulder here. We'll have him like sticking into the hat. He's like, hey boss, where are we going? Do need to make a little head for him though. You know what? Let's see. If I just stick it on the hat, he might be fine like this. Okay. I mean, that kind of works. I'm going to stick one more leg in there. Sorry, it's a little hard probably for you guys to see. I'll give you a zoom here in a sec. Yeah, we're probably going to stream tomorrow as well. So, look forward to that. Streaming probably a little earlier in the afternoon. I do need to go post office, hardware store. I gotta get more spray paint, and I gotta go drop those flies off to this tackle shop. Okay, I don't know. Kind of looks like a spider. Who the hell knows? Let's make a little head. Little round head to stick on there. Freaking piece of wire in here hidden just poked me. I gotta keep my fingers wet. I'm starting to get green stuff everywhere. And this stuff's kind of a pain in the ass to get off your fingers once it really gets on there. One downside, like that stuck under my nail, that's probably gonna be like impossible to get out. Once it like adheres to the skin, it's crazy how like strong the bond is. Okay, that's way too big of a spider head. I think a lot of the magic's going to be done in the painting booth. That's okay. Oh, I know what to do. How I can give it some eyes, if you will. Just give it some like little dimples. Or I'll just apply some like little dimples. There we go. Should I make like a little symbol on the hat? I'm thinking I should. I don't know what. Maybe like a moon? Little half moon. And like some little texture pattern on the wizard hat. It's not a very good half moon, but just put some like shape and funk on. Just kind of add something to the hat, you know? Okay, that guy's pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. That guy is pretty sick. I saw that guy and I was like, he's gonna be my warband dude. Okay, one last wizard hat. Yep, this guy pretty much has like a freaking wizard hat, so. Yeah, I'm excited to try this game out. Because they have a whole rule for solo play, so. You know what, I should just blend this in with this helmet. We can use like the natural rim of the helmet as kind of part of the wizard hat. Flat piece. Yeah, I like this shape. This little guy right here. That kind of cross-cut shape. That's a nice one for working. I need to practice and get better at it because I love working with green stuff. It's a lot of fun, like sculpting and figuring out how to manipulate the green stuff in the right way to get it to the way you want it. I just always struggle with the super fine detail. Like something like this. Like right now I'm kind of rushing through stuff because I'm just chatting, I'm streaming. But if I was sitting down and doing this on my own, I could really spend some time and like to my heart's content, you know, and just sit down and do this. But this part isn't that bad. It's when you're like trying to like make a miniature and you're trying to do like more intricate, especially layering like green stuff on top of each other, and it just takes time for it to dry and all that stuff. Oh, I'll make like a little, it just kind of accidentally happened, but it's like a little face in this guy's wizard hat. What if it's like a talking wizard hat? Gotta, maybe it's like made of skin. He's got like a little face in his wizard hat. Melting or something. Okay. That's not the worst, I guess. Not necessarily super duper happy with the brim on this hat, but honestly, I need to like squish it, thin it out. And now it's thinning out in the front. I kind of wish it went to the sides. Just kind of put a little too much material on that side. Okay. It's a little better, I guess, ish. I think I need to, like, have it come back a little bit more right there. Yeah, we're gonna stream tomorrow. Tomorrow we're probably gonna continue working on K-47 stuff. Turks and the Brits. I'm gonna try and get this Japanese video done, but that being said, I also need to do a fly time video, dude, so I'm gonna be freaking busy. I can't stream too late tonight, or today. We'll make sure we do some streaming tomorrow. That, or, I mean, I really gotta get a fly time video done. So that means I gotta get 2 videos done tonight. What the hell is this? What is this garbage, Shut up! Farmer's car insurance quotes. Get out of here. I kind of fucked this guy's wizard hat up at some point. Now I gotta reshape it. Let's add a little bit more. It's a little skinny now. Ooh, what if I made this like a little flag? No, I should just stick to the wizard hat. I just need to reshape it here. There we go, that looks better. Now just blend it in. I ended up squishing my spider. Damn it! Let's get the little spider out of there. Let me fix everything. This is what I get for fiddling with it. I wasn't happy with it though, so I'd rather redo it than have it be like, you know, kind of jank. In fact, fuck this, dude. Restart it all! Let's try this. This is probably how most people would actually do it if they used their brain cells. Let's try. What if we make it here and then just stick the wizard hat on the guy? I guess that's trial and error. Is this the right size? Yeah. Maybe a little bit more. Probably peel a little of this. No, that should be fine. Let's see if we can make a wizard hat off the wizard and then put it on there. Should probably just do it like this. Can I do it though is the question. Can I shape it easy? Probably be easier than the way I was doing it, to be honest with you. I'm a little worried about sticking it to the plastic, but that's probably the best way of doing it. But or maybe like this. Maybe like this. I just don't want it to be like, I want it to have that nice plumy wizard hat look. If we only had taquitos, or whatever the hell that thing was called. Bugles. Taquitos are different than bugles. Ah, see, that looks way better now. Yeah, it looks better. Hey, Sean, thanks for handing out, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're probably going to wrap things up soon here, honestly. I had to start late because my mom was doing something here, this, that, so. But tomorrow we'll have a nice long stream. I was happy to hop on, though, read that Japanese Invasion America stuff. We'll make a video on that. Probably either look for that tonight or maybe early tomorrow at some point. And thanks again for the support, dude. Appreciate it. Means a lot. We're just going to wrap up this last wizard dude here, and then I'm going to go eat some lunch and get working on some videos and flies. So... I really kind of botched my little spider guy, unfortunately. But that's alright, he's my little spider guy. Oh, I just got myself good with that stainless steel wire. I was like, man, I haven't poked myself yet. Maybe it's not that sharp. No, it's definitely sharp. Whew. Got me good right there. Where do we want the little spider guy? Where do we want our little spider guy? Maybe on his arm? I think I need to, like, the easiest way would be right near the mushrooms in the hat. Or, like, on the hat. Oh, shit, what about climbing up the hat? Or he's, like, on the hat. That actually might be kind of cool. What if he's climbing up the hat, though? I feel like at the top of the hat it's a little too much. Just over the top. Quote unquote. Maybe coming down the hat instead of going up. Like the spider's looking. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't really look like a spider, but whatever. It's close enough. You know what I mean? We'll just add a bunch of little dimples for eyes so I can paint like a million eyes on the front. I do need like fangs, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. I just kind of want it to look like a little dude on his wizard hat. Fucking rock on, dude. Jeez. My wizard, my wizard. Is there anything else? I guess I could make like a... Oh, this guy's already got a little pack. He doesn't really need like a backpack. Can I make a frog real quick? Like a little frog or something? I know these guys like their familiars, so... Let's see. We got this leftover green stuff. I hate wasting it. Or what if we made like a little squirrel or something? We gotta make some sort of little animal for him. I don't know what the hell this thing is. Just making a body, little legs, I'll make a tail. I like to think it's a little squirrel, but now I truly don't know what the hell this thing is. Some sort of wacky familiar for the wizard. This other wizard. It's a good excuse to try and get better. Here we go. This will really, I think, sell any sort of squirrel activities. Oh, I do need ears, don't I? Yeah, some squirrel ears. I don't even know if there's a school with squirrels, but... Give him a little tail, and we'll give him little ears. I think it's going to look like a little squirrel when we're done. Okay, that actually... Just the tail and the ears transform this into, like, from a blob to kind of looking like a squirrel, I think. Kind of a weird looking squirrel, but... I feel like that kind of does look like a little squirrel. I don't know where to put this little guy, though. Little monstrosity of a creature I created. Oh, what if it's like climbing up his arm or something? Yeah, it looks like a little squirrel, dude. Kind of. It's close enough. I mean, the tail really helps make it look like anything whatsoever. Yeah, it's like this, holding onto his back like that. Get him! Shoot him! Shoot him! Alright, perfect. That's good enough for me right there. Maybe I can give it little eyes. Make sure his ear's okay. Give him a little nose. See, if I was really smart, I'd do the fluffy stuff on the tail to give it that, like, fluffy look. I don't know how to do that in green stuff, though. I need to wait till it's also a little bit more, like, hardened, because he's a little soft. It's like a little squirrel hugging him or something. Or some sort of creature. Okay, perfect. Alright, alright. Is there anything else? I don't really think so. Could I make? Is there anything I need to make? Got a teeny little bit of green stuff left. Is there anywhere I need to blend something together? I did break this guy's arm off earlier, but it actually glued together perfectly. I mean, I think we got a nice little warband. We got this chick with a snake wizard hat. We got our trench dudes, which this guy, I think we need to, like, give him a floppy hat. It's too erect. Needs to be worn down and disheveled. Yeah, there we go. This guy I'm most excited about, though. This guy is sick. These two are nice. My two wizards. They'll be fighting each other. The squirrels versus the spider posses. This guy needs something. What did we do? We didn't do anything. I guess that's alright. Looks pretty badass. Alright. I guess what I could always do is, like, stick something onto the base just to make it look like some sort of weird rocks or something. Or maybe he's got crystals because there's something called erudite crystals. Just throw some green stuff on the base. Why not? Okay. Sweet. And last but not least, we got Arnold for Conflict 47. So I got a lot of priming to do. I mean, God, I have to prime and paint like ton of Turks. We got Aetherpunk 28, Great Helm, the entire British platoon army I have to do. I have so much hobbying, but I have so many videos I'm doing, so the hobby stuff's taking a while, but it already was hard enough for me to do the Turks and the Brits, so I decided let's get into a couple other games and print whole new armies. As usual. Anyways, chat, alright. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you guys, what do you call it? I hope you guys had a good time covering some conflict stuff and then doing some little kit bashing, hobby related stuff as well. We are going to be streaming again tomorrow, probably at some point in the afternoon. And yeah, what do you call it? We will, I plan on making this Japanese video covering the article. Just kind of like a shorter video, hyping it up. So probably look forward to that maybe later or probably tomorrow. So alright, chat, well, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. You folks are awesome. Tomorrow we'll go live. We'll probably do some more conflict related stuff. So but what do you call it? You guys have an awesome afternoon, and we got some more content coming here in the near future. So alright, chat, we'll see you guys. Thanks for hanging out, chat. Later. Peace. Oh, I just hit record.